3rd June 2016 is when I uploaded my first ever vlog on this channel. If you want to watch that, you can click the card here or here. You know what? Don't watch it, the vlog sucks, it's just terrible, just don't watch it, just stay on this video. Fast forward 1 year, 3rd June 2017, I have uploaded 56 videos, gotten 637 subscribers, and over 43,000 views. So here are the 10 things I've learned from 1 year of vlogging. The first thing I've learned is that you don't need skills to start. I came into YouTube with like no knowledge on videography or camera work or editing whatsoever. You gotta have a friend who knows how to edit and shoot, who can help you out. But other than that, you just need to start and you will learn as the process continues. Secondly, you need to watch a lot of YouTube videos. Now when you start off something, doesn't matter if it's music or you're acting, you're gonna start off watching other people play music and you're gonna learn the skills as you go along, right? You kind of try to copy them because that's the primary way humans learn. We watch and then we try to imitate and then we kind of improve as we go along. Eventually, we start creating our own style, but before that, we need to understand what does look good and what doesn't look good before we can merge it together with our own individual style. So watch a lot of YouTube videos that will really help you out. Vlogging in public is awkward, alright? Luckily, we live in a society that understands that this is kind of normal, but still, the idea that you're just walking around and talking to yourself takes some getting used to. It does get better over time, but just be aware of that when you start vlogging, it's gonna feel awkward. When it comes to vlogging, a lot of times, smaller is better. Unless you're Casey Neistat, sometimes walking around with a big gorilla pod and the camera and the lens and the microphone can be a little bit cumbersome because we can't really walk around without being afraid of our equipment getting stolen or getting caught in the rain, especially if you live in Malaysia. And not a lot of us have the money to keep buying equipment as it breaks down. So that's why a lot of vloggers, they go out and they even vlog with their phones, like so. My go-to is this really tough camera by Olympus. It's one of their weatherproof cameras, and I just walk around with this tiny bendy tripod right here. So, and it really helps because sometimes you keep it in your bag and you need to pull it out and it's just less steps. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I do go out and vlog with my bigger camera setup like I do right now, but most of the time, this works just as well, in fact, better and faster for daily vlogging. Now, two very important factors when it comes to a YouTube video is audio and lighting. When you have an idea and you want to tell people about it, you're gonna want to have good audio so that it doesn't drown in all the background noise, especially if you live next to a highway like I do right now and you get a lot of sound from the highway. Next item is lighting. You can get away with a really cheap camera but really good lighting. But even if you have a good camera but the lighting is terrible, for example you have a lot of backlight or it's really dark, it's still going to come out looking really bad. Here's what I use for lighting. The first thing I use is what I'm using right now, which is window light. Another thing is artificial lights, which are fluorescent lights, which is up on top right now. Another thing you can have is that you can bring these portable lights around. You know, you get the rechargeable batteries and you just stick them in here and you can use this, you know, this is kind of like just in case there's not enough light and you need lights. Really trying to chase for time before the sun completely sets and there's almost no lighting left in this house. Keep an eye on your equipment. Now, if you remember one of my vlogs when I went to Italy with my family, there's this one scene where I am running towards the camera. That is because I placed it on the floor to do a time lapse, but my dad saw that this guy was walking suspiciously close to it and I looked him straight into the eye and then he looked at me back smiling. So it was just really suspicious and really looks like he was trying to steal, which is this camera that he was trying to steal. So I just ran towards it. I don't know how some people can just do that. Maybe they're not afraid of actually using the equipment or they have enough money to buy new equipment, but I don't have that kind of money. And if you're like me and you don't have that kind of money, keep an eye on your equipment. However long you think it's going to take you to edit, you times it by 2. So normally when I edit, I normally take like an hour and a half to edit, or what I think is going to be an hour and a half to edit. But at the end of the day, it's going to end up being 2 to 3 hours because it's not just editing. I can cut everything and put everything together and add transitions in about an hour. But to color correct and then to export it, that's going to take another half an hour. And then to upload it and create thumbnails, that's going to take another half an hour. So all in all, it actually takes double the amount of time to get the video out. So always double the amount of editing time you think you need. The 80-20 rule. So actually creating a vlog, 80% is going to be post-production. That means editing it, color correcting it, uploading it, creating thumbnails, creating your text. All that is going to be 80%. The actual fun part of vlogging, where you're jumping out of helicopters and snowboarding off of mountains, that is going to take only 20% of your time. The real work is actually this 80%, which is all the post-production stuff. So let's just give you more of a realistic expectation of what you're actually going to spend your time doing when you're creating a YouTube vlog. No matter what you do, you will hate your voice. It doesn't matter if you are a radio DJ If you're a professional MC like me, if you're a singer, you are going to hate your voice when you're in editing phase. I just want you to know that it is normal. It almost never goes away. I can tolerate my voice now, but I still don't like listening to myself. It's completely normal. Just edit it, move on with it. No one's really gonna hear you any different. The only thing is you don't like it because you hear yourself different, because it sounds different coming from a microphone. But to everyone else, this is pretty much how you sound like, and that's okay. And number 10, just keep uploading. Personally, I am guilty of focusing way too much time on the views and subscribers. But you know what? The most important thing is actually creating content that you're happy with, creating content that you want to share with people, and hopefully they can share it because they feel like it's good content. Remember, uploading 1 time a week is better than 0, 2 times a week is better than 1, 3 times a week is better than 2. Just keep uploading and keep creating memories. So for those of you who are watching this video, if you are planning to start a vlog, maybe this will give you an idea of what to expect. And if you have been vlogging for a while, just comment down below what other things you have learned when you start vlogging. Alright guys, hope this video helps. Remember, keep on vlogging, keep on creating content. If you have any vlogs that you want to share, you can just leave them in the comment below. And for those of you who are watching, if there are those comments, please click, because we all gotta support each other. Keep it real, guys.